What is up, Janksters? It's your boy Graham, also known as HamHawks42 on the internet. And today we're doing something a little different and something that I hope to do more often on this channel. So today we're doing a deck tech, but this is a deck tech that's actually a viewer submission. So on my live streams over on Twitch, I actually do a weekly event called Tuesday Brews Day, where I play viewer submitted decks that were submitted through an application we have called the Brew Queue, where people can vote on which decks they want to see next. I'll prioritize them. It's a lot of fun. But as a result, it's a way where you can freely submit decks, and when their turn comes up in the queue, we get to them. Well, the Twitch user, the Big Mamu, sent in this deck, and I had so much fun playing it that I was actually kind of bummed when it came time to like put it down and move on to the next one. And it is so cool that I got their permission, and I'm going to be doing it here on YouTube as well. So you may be wondering, okay, what is this deck if it can gonna capture your attention so much? Well, it's leveraging Rowan, Scion of War. Now, this is a new card from Wilds of Eldraine. It's pretty straightforward. 4/2 for 3 with Menace, but none of that's what you care about. Tap, spells you cast this turn that are black and or red cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you lost this turn, activate only as a sorcery. Well, the trick is, lose a whole crap ton of life, tap Rowan, all of your things cost at least 3 less to cast, preferably 4 less, and then all of a sudden, we can freely cast just a ton of stuff, including a ton of spells that create treasure and draw us cards, which help us find the next piece of the puzzle. So we have Pirate's Pillage, we have Big Score, we even have Flick a Coin, Seize the Spoils, but the real trick, we also have Underworld Breach, we'll get to that in a second. The real trick with this deck is Wish. So Wish is an awkward card and has been since it was released because it costs 3 and you get access to a card from your sideboard until the end of turn. Well, spending 3 mana to be able to tutor up a card and then play it is very awkward because you're tapping 3 mana and then you get to go grab a card. But if you're tutoring for the card, you probably want it to be an impactful card on the game. So it's probably going to cost at least 3 mana coming out of the sideboard. So is the selection worth 3 mana? Usually it's not, which is why you don't see this card very often at all. However, when you're only paying 1 for Wish and you can grab a card out of the sideboard that, say, would normally cost 6, but instead is only going to cost 2, such as the case of Thousand Year Storm, you're going to have a good time. You can also find Underworld Breach, which will allow you to escape Wish from your graveyard and go grab another one with the Breach live. So as you can imagine, the possibilities here get out of hand really, really fast. If you haven't had the opportunity to ever combo off with Underworld Breach, you're missing out. I don't know what else to say. It is incredibly powerful, it is silly, and you're able to just cast basically just 1,000 spells in a turn, and then we end by grabbing a Tendrils of Agony out of the sideboard and calling it a day. And you'll notice, you may think, but I only got 1 wish, right? Or like even with the Underworld Breach, I'm only able to wish twice. Well, that's not exactly true because we have 4 wishes in the deck. And so as we're churning through our deck, we're able to wish presumably multiple times. You know, we wish once, grab the Underworld Breach, assuming we don't already have one in hand because we have 3 in the main. And then we can escape the wish out of our graveyard, go grab a Pirate's Pillage or a Flick a Coin out of the sideboard, keep drawing, keep making treasures, chain it off, and then we'll ultimately find another wish, and then it's Tendril time. And we do have Thousand Year Storm in the mix because we can drop that first and then Tendrils, or then continue to chain off. And then it gets absolutely out of hand. We put everything into 4th gear and our opponent is completely screwed. The one thing we do need to watch out for, though, is our library size. Because if we have a 1,000 Year Storm down and we hit something like a Pirate's Pillage or a Big Score, that might result in us drawing 20 plus cards just as that stack resolves. And that could kill us if we're not careful. So we need to be aware of that. Just like any deck, when you have the opportunity to fly super close to the sun, it might end up, we might end up getting burnt. But, I know in the Icarus Myth he didn't get burned to the wax melted, but you get the idea. In any event, it can happen. Now, we also do have cards like Thoughtseize to help slow things down in the beginning. We also have Goblin Trapfinder because it allows us to go steal, or what it can do is, if it hits the battlefield and then dies, we can go find Rowan, because Rowan is our only creature with mana value 3 or less, other than other Trapfinders, but even then multiple Trapfinders, which keep playing it and keep sacking it until we find Rowan. It just works. And then Rowan also gets haste and it costs 1 less. So honestly, this card's kind of cracked and we can take advantage of it. We also have Deadly Dispute for 2 things. Deadly Dispute on the Trapfinder can help us trigger and go find Rowan. Additionally, Once we're chaining off, we'll have a tapped Rowan in play whose job is done. We can just Deadly Dispute the Rowan. That's okay. Or we're going to have plenty of treasure lying around, so we just Deadly Dispute one of the treasures, we net even on treasures, keep drawing cards. It just does the thing. And then as far as losing the life goes, we have 4 Shatterskull Smashings, 4 Agadeem Awakenings. These are in here so that we can bolt them into play, take 3 damage, and just get Rowan started. Thran Portal, Mana Confluence, and the Sulfurous Springs and Mount Doom. You'll notice every single land we have in this deck is capable of hurting us in one way or another. That is intentional. So as a result, it is going to be almost impossible for us to get to a point where we have Rowan on board and we're not able to take good advantage of that ability. So this deck is silly. Oh, we also have Torment of Hailfire as a possible finisher on the sideboard. No big deal. This deck is absolutely silly. I'm looking forward to showing it off. Let's jump out. Now, this is like some play queue nonsense if we're real. I don't know if we're going to be winning in the ladder. But actually, you know what? I'm going to try the ladder. We're going to go best of 1 ladder. See if we can win a little bit. Historic is a world where people are doing all kinds of dumb nonsense. So we'll see if this can hang. But it is a blast to play either way. So thank you for checking out the video. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Let's get to some gameplay. This hand is interesting. I do see 2 lands. Well, 3 lands, because we have the Shatterskull and the Trapfinder. Yeah, we keep this. All right, cool. So I'm going to lead off with Mount Doom, and I don't think anything started with the Goblin Trapfinder. Now, I'm halfway tempted to throw the Thoughtseize here, but I think getting the Trapfinder live is important, because if we draw into a, if we draw into some kind of sacrifice effect, we're going to have a good time. Now, starting this game without Rowan in hand was definitely risky. Hey, we get an opportunity to Thoughtseize the Bowmasters. Let's do that, because Bowmasters is going to hurt real bad. That's clearly the build around, seeing things like Secret Rendezvous, Smothering Tides. Yeah, they're definitely geared. They are all in on the Bowmaster plan. Now, we don't have Rowan in hand yet, nor do we have a way to sacrifice this Trapfinder. So I'm not going to bother shocking in the Shatterskull. That's just going to hit the battlefield. Or bolting in the Shatterskull, I should say. They are going to Secret Rendezvous. That is rad. Give me a better chance of finding our things. Actually, no, 100% guarantee we find the things. And we now have Wish in the mix as well. So we sack the Trapfinder to the Deadly Dispute, make a treasure, found another Trapfinder. Doggone it. Never mind. Bitch, bitch, bitch. That's not what I'm looking for. Alright, so here comes another Trapfinder. This sucker's got haste. Go ahead and slap it on in. And then at the beginning of the end step, we sack it. Well, that's fine, I guess. That can enter tapped, and then I'm going to seize your thoughts once more, fair opponent. What are we working with? Sheoldred, the One Ring, Commit to Memory, Smothering Tithe. Sheoldred is the biggest threat here, so we're going to take that. And that'll be that. So this thing sacks. We go find another thing. This time it's Rowan. Let's go. Ooh, all right, we're going to discard Flick a Coin. Sick. All right, things are looking good. And we have the Shatterskull Smashing in hand, so we can immediately blast ourselves for 3. They found another Sheoldred. Now we're done. In order for this deck to combo off, we need to be able to find... we need to be able to draw cards. Well, we have a Chaos Warp in the board. So... we're going to pay 3 life. Jam Rowan. Tap. Wish. And then Warp. Sheoldred. We'll have 2 mana back. They found a land. Tight. Tight, 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 tight. Alright, so then we score big with the big score. I don't need to seize the spoil, or 2 Underworld Breaches. We let one of them go. Ding, ding. Cast out the other one. Ding, ding. And we are off to the races. Alright, Flick a Coin. 1 damage to the face. 1 treasure, draw card. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, the exile thing. We can lose Chaos Warp, Goblin Trapfinder, and Thoughtseize. Don't need those. Pop, pop, pop. Bam, bam. Then we can seize the spoils out of our hand. Excellent. I believe yeah, I think we got there. This actually looks really good. You're gonna go ahead and big score, dump in the Mana Confluence. Yeah! This is it, everybody. This is it. We're doing the thing. And we can deadly dispute Rowan here and feel fine. Yeah, buddy. Go ahead and hit a big score. I wonder what our storm count is at this point. Whatever it is, it's pretty good. Alright. It's time that I believe we throw out another wish. And this time, we have 31 cards left in the Libri. Trapfinder, Thoughtseize, and a Breach. We'll let those go. Alright, so from our sideboard, actually Tendrils of Agony at 11. Yeah, that's enough. I could add more, but I don't believe we need to. This should do it. Yeah. 11 copies, 2 life loss each. You see what we're trying to do here? Alright, I was maybe a little, I didn't give this deck credit. It's got the heat. We took out a ring deck. That feels really good. This hand is looking interesting. I don't love it, but we're sitting on 2 Rowans, so I feel like we should keep it. Honestly, you know what? This probably was not correct. Now that I look at it. Now that I think about it for more than the half a second that I did previously. Oh, Kemba's Outfitter. Interesting. It looks like we're going up against Hammer Time, so they're going to aim to punish me very quickly for keeping this hand. If they have the hammer in hand, I believe we're just dead. Shadow Spear. Okay, that I can live with. Because Kemba's Outfitters... Well, notably, Kemba's Outfitters did not modify Shadow Spear. They modified something else. And yeah, we didn't find a land. Yeah, we needed to. Yeah, okay, this is a terrible keep. Don't be like me. Don't keep hands like this. This was the greediest of greedy keeps. Which is such a shame, too, because before that went on, Flick a Coin would have been a great answer to the Outfitter, but here we are. But yeah, don't be like me, everybody. Hey, there we go. Thran Portal, back in the Heezy. Here comes Rowan. No big Deezy? I don't know, that didn't make sense. Never promised that makes sense, okay? Oh, Ketra. Can't attack blocking unless you control these 3 other critters. Huh. Yeah, they might as well swing out. I'm not blocking. Alright, well. Gonna go ahead and tap those. Activate this. Gonna flick the mouse. Like you do. So I'm just gotta flick the mouse. I'm gonna big score. I'm gonna dump one of these Deadly Disputes because I got 3 of the things. Have I played my land yet? I have not. I'm gonna have that enter tapped because I'm already at 5. And I don't feel like dying immediately. We'll get there, but not just yet, if I can help it. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and big score. We're gonna dump the Strike It Rich. Goblin Trapfinder, hey, we take those. And actually, wait a second. I'm gonna go ahead and Deadly Dispute. Sack the Trapfinder. Now we're gonna go grab either another Trapfinder or Rowan. Now at this point, we've only lost 2 life. So yeah, playing out Rowan here is not gonna be effective, unfortunately. So, I'm going to play out... Actually, no. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and Deadly Dispute. We're gonna sacrifice this Rowan. And then play out the Rowan that does not have all the hasty stuff. Right? So, alright. This Rowan is a chump blocker here. This other Rowan in our hand can drop and activate right away. That's huge. Absolutely huge. So hopefully, and the Thran Portals are still going to be hurting us. I'm hoping we can combo off next turn. That's the hope. We didn't quite get there, but we drew a lot of cards. We set up pretty nicely in hand. I'm hopeful. We'll see if we can make it work. Another Outfitter, sure. Also, we're running out of runway. We only have 5 life to lose. That is mildly problematic. Okay. And if at any point, if Oketra can swing here, it's gonna be. I don't believe we're gonna be able to do what I want to do. Another Outfitter, sure. But now Ketra's gonna be able to swing. I don't have a way to gain life here, unfortunately. So yeah, Rowan's gonna have to step in front of Oketra now because that's representing 6 damage. Had they moved the Shadow Spear over, that would have been 100% game, and there's nothing I could have done about it. I'm really glad they didn't do that. In the end, it's probably still not going to matter, but hey. That Wish is very interesting. That Wish is very interesting. All right. So we're going to pay the 1 red here. Ow, pain, face. Actually, and I actually am dead here no matter what. Because I don't have red mana. I don't have access to red mana without dealing damage to myself. Dang. Yep, they dealt enough. They dealt enough. I'm gonna kill myself on a Thoughtseize. I want to see what their last card was. We're gonna be dead the moment this resolves. But I just want to see what you got. A nice death. Okay, yep. Early aggro. I didn't have a good line against it. Also, again, greedy keep. Don't be like me. Don't keep hands like that. Okay. Here we go. So we have Painful Lands, we have the Thoughtseize, we have a Trapfinder, and we even have Wish in hand. This is okay. One of the things we're missing, though, is card draw. That's a big miss. All right. So they've led with the Spikefield Cave. That tells me that they are... they're probably on Charbelcher. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the impression that I get here. So we got the Trapfinder live. Yep, another MDFC. That is Charbelcher, all right. Faithless Looting. Go ahead and churn. Make it more likely that my Thoughtseize can hit one of your Belchers. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this if you're cool with this. Let's go. Mount Doom. Thoughtseize. What do we got? Achu. There's a Charbelcher, all right. Boop. When you see the Charbelcher, you gotta strip the Charbelcher. I don't make the rules. Just is what it is. All right, then we strike it rich. We got a treasure locked in as well. Always happy to see those. They're running Charming Scoundrel on that list. That's an interesting include, but I guess I can make the treasure to help get to the Charbelcher or the Ironcrag feat on 4. Makes sense. All right, they're gonna loot faithlessly. Once again. Sure. Discarding Into the Fire and Magma Opus. Yeah, they're churning. They're churning real hard. They're trying to find it. Let's see. Do I want to bolt this in or not? I don't think I have to. Actually, I know I don't have to. But I will anyway, so I don't have to spend my treasure. And yes, I know I'm going to lose some life here. It is what it is. It's okay. Let's establish Rowan. At this point, I don't believe... I mean, it doesn't look like they're running interaction. It looks like their goal is go hard, punch face, do thing. That's the vibe I'm getting here. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I have mad respect for that approach, honestly. Scoundrel, sure, by all means. So yeah, Charming Scoundrel is live. I probably should have left the Trapfinder back knowing that they had that in hand. But, c'est la vie. But they're using it to churn. Okay, they're going to discard the March of Reckless Joy. Yeah, they're not going to give it the Wicked roll. And they are going to attack. Okay, nope. She's not big, but she does have 2 toughness. 2 toughness is enough. I'm going to go ahead and add black with this. We're going to get... Sneezy once more with the thoughts. And then I believe the time has come. That's gonna make red. We're gonna tap this. And it's time to wish. I would like to wish for a Pirate's Pillage, please and thank you. I'll discard our other Rowan. Let's draw 2 cards. Make some treasure. And then we shall sneeze upon the spoils. Discarding Agadeem's Awakening, drawing 2 more cards. And then we have a land to play. And an Underworld Breach. Boom. Alright. I'm gonna Pirate's Pillage, discarding that Trapfinder. Yeah, we can eat the Agadeems, the Thoughtseize, and the other Rowan. Boom. We can flick a coin, kill this counter because we can. Kind of irrelevant whether we go for the scoundrel or not. And we have another wish, everybody. Alright, cool. So, we wish again upon some stuff. This time, I'm gonna go big. Yeah. It's time for 1,000 Year Storm. Boom. And now, I'm gonna flick a coin, and I'm gonna flick it at their face. And let's see. Yeah, we go ahead and chow down on those 1,000 Year Storm triggers a couple of times. Y'all see how this goes. And so for each one of these copies, we get to make a treasure. Pop. Pop. And now, after this, we wish up the Tendrils of Agony. And our opponent is so dead, it's not even close. And that's just delightful. And we could even go bigger. We could continue, but we don't have to. We pop, pop, pop. Yeah, and they scoop. That makes sense. Yeah, so there we go. That's what happens when we get to do the thing. Things happen and it's fun. Striker Rich into Deadly Dispute is actually not bad. I just really hope we draw into a Rowan or a Goblin Trapfinder at some point in the not too distant future. That's really important. If we don't, we're going to be in trouble. Alright, yeah, Mana Confluence is also just great. It's good at what it does. Underworld Breach, okay, I'm glad to see you, bud. But, you're a little early to the party. It's okay, it's okay, it's fine. You know, you can help us set up for the party. It's fine. It totally works. If you wouldn't mind, actually, just, you know, helping set that. You know, we got some appetizers. We got some dip that we're going to set out. If you wouldn't mind helping with that, that'd be great. All right. Thank you, Underworld Breach. Glad to see you, man. How you been, by the way? How's the wife and kids? All right. Deadly Dispute the treasure. I'm committing to this bit a little too hard. I need to chill the hell out. All right. Do we see spoils? Do we seize thoughts? I'm gonna go ahead and have this just enter tapped, and I'm just gonna seize your thoughts real quick, homie. What you got? Prized Amalgam, Finding the Third Path, Silver Smoke Ghoul, Edict. Finding the Third Path actually is a pretty potent part of the puzzle, and so being able to answer that so cleanly is really nice. Sheoldred's Edict is whatever, honestly. Like, in this deck, we can, like, honestly, Rowan, we need Rowan to hit the field and to stick around. So, there are situations in which timing that could hurt, but there are plenty of other, like, if we can find a Goblin Trapfinder first before we find Rowan, then this could be doing us a favor, and that's rad. They're going to glimpse the Unthinkable, blast themselves naturally. Yeah, Narco Amoeba. They also had the Prized Amalgam in there, which is just going to come back. They also have Atraxa. That's interesting. And on Burial Rites. Yeah, no. This deck that our opponent rocking is very strong. And we just need to find a way out from under it. Yeah. Has me a little nervous, if I'm honest. Alright, we're going to go ahead and see spoils. I'm going to dump the Wish for now. There's Rowan, but we need to live long enough for that to matter, and I don't suspect we will. And they have the kill spell in hand, so if we just rock Rowan out, she's gonna die. We can Deadly Dispute in response, but we're gonna be dead before this matters. Yeah, we need to give her haste, and we just can't right now. And so this is a long shot at best. Going to big score. Oh, we're already at 1. Yeah. I'm gonna let the auto tapper kill me here. This is 100% death, and I don't care. Cause yeah, it was too low, and that deck fired perfectly. Glimpse the Unthinkable was amazing. I probably should have stripped that out of their hand when I could. Oh well. Alrighty, Roo. This is a pretty easy mull. 1 land and a whole bunch of 3 and 4 drops. No, thank you. This looks better. Note the hesitation, though. We are gonna go ahead and keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and put Mount Doom back. Don't know that it makes a significant difference. And I'm just gonna go ahead and have this enter tapped right now. We don't have a way to, you know, use the mana yet, and we don't want to lose life yet. Soon, but not just yet. Breach, cool. I guess. Thran Portal comes in, makes black, and we just chill. All right. Agadeem's Awakening should probably have come in untapped, or come in tapped that turn. That would have made good sense. Good sense. I'm not necessarily known for making good sense, but every so often it happens. I just had a moment of like, oh crap, is Flick a Coin sorcery? No, it is an instant. Okay, good. Because yeah, I'm just gonna flick their face here. So yeah, they got the Fountain of Renewal. I'm guessing they're gonna try to set up some kind of Soul Warden, a Johnny's Pride Mate, like Voice of the Blessed kind of setup here. So if they drop a Soul Warden, I want to be able, there's Voice, sure. Yep. Kind of expected that. It's the Lifegain deck. If you've been playing Arena at any point in the last 3 years, you've probably seen, last 5 years rather, sorry, you've probably seen some flavor of this deck. Very common. And with good reason. Like, it's fun. I get it. I want to seize their thoughts. I'm seizing your thoughts. Light of Promise. And yeah, Light of Promise is the biggest threat here. I don't get me wrong, I don't love seeing that Righteous Valkyrie over there, but that just is what it is. We're gonna let that enter tap because we just don't have Rowan out yet. Yeah, this is kind of suboptimal. Yeah, we need to find, like right now I'm actually sitting on Deadly Dispute so that we can dispute the treasure, draw some more. I almost want to save it. Yeah, Righteous Valkyrie is insane, by the way. That is a busted Magic card. But at this point, honestly, the Light of Promise represented more damage in the short term. Yeah, Flick doesn't really do anything for us. This is not ideal. Full price Pirates Pillage. This hurts. This hurts real bad. Dump Agadeems. Alright, we found Rowan. But no haste. And they have Minimus Containment, so Rowan's just dead. Frickin' boo! Alright. We kind of need to make them use it, but doesn't feel good, you know? Yeah, and they can slap us for, well, they're gonna have enough here. Yeah, they've got 8 damage. If they don't remove Rowan, well, we're gonna be down to 1, so even using our mana. Yeah, they got it. We didn't find the right piece at the right time. I should have mulled further. The mulligan decision, it is easily the most important decision you can make in a single game of Magic, especially when you're doing combo shenanigans like what we're doing. Yeah, makes a huge difference. Yep. Huge difference. And now we can't even use most of our mana. Yep. So. Concede through Painland. Alright, so one of the big lessons that I'm learning in using this deck is mulligan more frequently. That is something that I have not been doing much today, and it has been hurting quite a bit. That said, this actually looks okay because we have the Goblin Trapfinder and Seize the Spoils. So I'm gonna trust my gut and I'm gonna run it out after specifically saying that I need to not do that as much. But hey, what could possibly go wrong? Or possibly go wrong? Trapfinder, kill it. Friggin' kill it. Do it. And don't exile it. Okay, good. Yeah, kill it with something other than Anoint with Affliction, please and thank you. Alright, gonna go ahead and send it on in. Slap, slap. I'm going to put Agadeem the Undercrypt in, and I'm not gonna shock it. And now we're gonna strike it rich. At least attempt to strike it rich. Let's see what happens. Alright, cool. There we go. So we have now ramped, and our mana, we have 2 mana sources online that don't automatically hurt us. That's nice. I like that. Feels good. On the whole. Trapfinder coming in. Still no kill spell. Fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. I would like to see spoils, please and thank you. Yeah, I'll dump the Shatterskull Smashing. Opponent's on Rakdos. Not anticipating any kind of counters. Alright. Not bad draws. The thing, I'm hesitant to throw Rowan out because I'm just assuming they're sitting on a kill spell. Because they're in Rakdos. And we're also in Historic here, so this is where they play either the One Ring or... No, okay. I was just assuming the One Ring or Sheoldred was coming down, just because that's how this works. Just roll non-legendary creatures on 2. Cool beans, opponent. Well, you know what? Rowan is legendary, so she's safe from this. So I'm gonna go ahead and rock. I'm gonna rock out Rowan. Boom. Then I'm gonna punch with the Goblin Trapfinder. Trapfinder's dead on their turn, which means we're gonna get the death trigger. And if they have a kill spell, they can use it on Rowan here. If not, I have Rowan next turn. Here it is. Yep. They crush bones. What you gotta do, and we found a hasty Rowan. We got there, everybody. Hasty Rowan in the house. Feels good. Yeah. It's gonna be black. This is gonna be red. And this is gonna be... Actually, you know what? No, I already played my land. Derp. Derp or derp. This is gonna be a hasty Rowan. They might have a kill spell, but they're not gonna have a counter spell. And that's what counts. Rowan with a 3 reduction is enough. It will be fine. So let's use it. Boom. Tippity tap. All frickin' day, baby. Let's go. We're gonna go ahead and discard Shatterskull, the Hammer Pass. And we're gonna score big with the big score. Bowmaster's coming down. Oh, they're gonna target Rowan. They don't realize that Rowan sacks. But they do have a couple more Bowmaster triggers. That does change how I do things initially, which is a little bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. Yeah, we're gonna need to wish up Chaos Warp here. Well, no, not at first. Yeah, first things first, we wish up Underworld Breach. And then we use Underworld Breach. Actually, do we wish Chaos Warp, or do we Shatterskull Smashing, where X equals 3? We need Shatterskull Smashing, where X equals 3. Let's do that. Kill both those duders that way. Throw in the Trapfinder. And strike it rich, I guess, can all go. But we need to get the Bowmasters off the field first and foremost. Alright, so here we seize the spoils. Discarding the Smashing. Make a treasure. Draw some stuff. Pirate's Pillage. Poifex. You'll love to see it. Discard some stuff. Draw some cards. Alright. Things are coming together. You'll love to see it. I know I do anyway. Love to see it. And we can Deadly Dispute one of our treasures here. Boom, boom, boom. And we can big score. Scoring big. Discarding the Sulfurous Springs, and then immediately chowing it down. Along with the Shatterskull Hammer, the Shatterskull Smashings. Dingity ding. Then we wish. Now we only have 2 mana back. We need to be very careful about that. I think. Yeah, I think we do some of these, and then we can Pirates Pillage? Or Tendrils Rex equals 11, that's enough. We got it. Once again, we found it. Boom! Oh, take that, Bowmasters. Boom, baby. It forced us to kind of play around. Like, throwing the Bowmasters when they did was not necessarily a bad idea. We did have to play around it, but we were able to. And so, yeah, we just have a whole crap ton of Tendrils on the stack. The Tendrils win feels good, I'm not gonna lie. It feels good every time. The animations are a little slow, but hey, we get to savor it. We just get to enjoy it. Got him. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. And before you go, I just want to let you know that I have a Patreon where for as little as $1 a month, you can actually help me keep the lights on and make shows like this possible. And I want to give a huge shout out, of course, to my existing patrons, especially those who are signed up at the Mythic level, which is at the $10 a month level. And those folks include Angry Jellyfish, Bunyip, Else89, Hal, Carl Ligon, Netzash, Ryan, Sir Mowgli, Veilreth, and Yuckfoozy. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. You rock.